We need just like plastic tarps to paint the studio. Sorry, I took a phone call because we have to paint the studio in a little bit.
Nick is painting the studio?
He's coming to help us get stuff out.
When is that?
Who is this guy? James Bond?
Tomorrow.
New studio paint color. It's no cola, it's no terracotta, but it is charcoal. It's black. What is the greatest accomplishment of your life? Casey? Don't say the color of the walls in the studio.
No, it's,
really
it's not the color of the... Look, your whole setup is fucked, man.
It's not my setup. There has to be a better way to do this, and I'm not going to complain about it. A New Year's resolution of mine is to stop complaining about the fucking studio. That being said, I do need to get one thing out of my system.
Sure.
Anya's not here for this. She will hopefully hear the episode and be pissed.
Anya 0.
Anya 0, yeah, exactly right.
Right now, what you're saying.
Were we sure about charcoal?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I was wondering if we might have done like a cola, or if we might have done like
you keep saying cola. You keep
faded
saying
salmon.
Like
cola.
the KOLA nut, like the cola nut.
Yeah, kind of like that. Also, I found I just sent this to Amir, but there's a paint color called Chine Green.
Yeah. If anything, we're the Chine Green.
Yeah, I get that.
Why is the camera kind of like a sepia-toned image of the studio?
Because
I can answer that, but I'll let Geoff answer.
That's what happens when you go with charcoal. I'm sorry to say, but that's what happens when you don't go with cola.
It should have been a cola.
Which has a kind of warm tone, by the way.
I'll drink
Nobody
to that.
wanted cola.
Actually, cola's pretty
One
cold.
person wanted cola, and by the internet, by the way, I think they were interested in Chine Green.
The estate itself is cursed or something.
Cursed,
like
yeah,
that.
that's what I was gonna say. Beautiful though. And you know why?
Why?
Because they don't use colors like charcoal.
They use cola.
They use cola. They use salmon.
Yeah.
They use chine.
I think you were just hungry.
I want a fucking bagel and lox with a diet C.
Really good.
Thanks.
Right. Yeah.
We're joking and having fun over here.
And I'm pissed behind the desk. Right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things going on. One's not better or worse than the other. But let me tell you, one studio is worse than the other.
That's not
true.
true.
This one sucks.
It does not.
This one sucks.
This
Let
is
me
a
cut to
great
Amir.
studio.
Amir, can you point over your left shoulder? What kind of color do you think that is, Casey? I'm just curious. Is it chine green?
It's not chine.
Is it cola? Or is it charcoal?
It's not charcoal.
They wouldn't have this in Studio
Kind of like
G.
a blue.
Exactly. It's
A
kind of
dark
like
blue.
a blue,
Yeah.
which is not pleasing to thine eye, like
How?
chine would.
I find
be.
it works with the studio lighting really well. Everyone looks real flattering when they're sitting with the dark and stormy blue that we have on the walls now.
And that's what I was gonna say.
It's like a
That's kind
dusk.
of growing on me, is what I was gonna say.
First daylight or something.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Twilight in a way,
Yeah,
which
it's
people.
like the last sort of
And people
remnants
love
of a
Twilight.
sunset.
Yeah, like you're on
Robert
Zillow and you're
Pattinson,
looking through the things, and it's like some of the
Stewart.
sexiest images are when like a house is like warm on the
Yeah.
inside and cool on the outside. And this one, the warmth comes from the comedy, right? From the joy,
Exactly.
Yeah.
and then the coolness comes from, frankly, the charcoal. And at a certain point, cola would have been too warm.
There's this whole design trend of like maximalism. Where it's
Not
like,
that maximal.
right. I mean, I say you have to put your foot down somewhere, but one accent wall, all walls but one pattern, one colored wall, like a charcoal or a cola.
I like the second one, not so much the first.
Of course.
You want my actual advice?
Yeah.
Can I pitch something for your house?
Sure.
I know the floor plan.
Yeah.
Living room, I would keep like a white, but like a warmer white than what you have in there.
Okay.
Like a fucking Swiss coffee, right?
I don't know.
And then the hallway, same continues into the hallway.
Yeah.
You just painted your cabinets in your kitchen, right? In
No.
like a pink?
No.
Really?
Yeah. But
Then paint them pink.
I've seen some sticker, like people
don't
can
mind like a
put
salmon.
a pattern with sticker on the cupboard
No,
to switch it up a little bit.
Nah, you're a lost cause. You don't get it.
What?
No, because your responses are clearly indicative that you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. So it's just like work with a designer or don't. Just do your bullshit or work with a designer. Don't ask me then.
Okay, I'm down to work with the designer if you know.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't have any recommendations.
Yeah, no,
I could help. I think your office, you should do wallpaper, statement wallpaper.
There is a wallpaper in the office behind the teal couch.
And I didn't want to have to bring up the teal couch.
What?
Yeah.
Drawing to the couch.
I don't know. I think you might want to go with more like a couch that's more of like in
Cola.
the family of Chine
Salmon.
green, cola. Maybe even like a dead salmon, a flat white. Yeah.
A flat white with a dead salmon. You're just describing an awful breakfast.
Dead salmon.
And a flat white
Cheese that is fine.
Chine
What's
cheese.
that?
I didn't mean to insult Anya.
I mean, this whole room is shit.
That's crazy.
I don't like the way they feel.
Which ones do you like?
I don't know.
What do you have in New York?
Beats by Dre.
Sorry. I'm not going to stand for the Studio G slander.
Did we
Thank you,
start?
Geoff.
There's no way because we didn't hear
It's like a preamble. Maybe we're starting something new where there's like a cold open.
I see.
It's cold,
Really?
cold, very cold.
We didn't
Yeah.
hear
Ice
the.
cold.
I just turned Anya
Inside.
against me.
Yeah.
This is our first time on the show together, and you're starting out saying that the headphones feel cheap on your head.
I didn't know you made them.
I didn't know you heard me.
We're not treating it with the reverence
personally.
that I've been begging for people to let me record in Studio G.
Okay.
Here we are, and the first words out of Mir's mouth is that the headphones are bad.
I didn't say that.
Didn't say that.
You didn't disagree.
I mean, they are incredibly cheap, and this whole place is shoddily designed.
this is crazy.
constructed, But
You co-signed, you guarantored Jake's quote. I do have some qualms with the Studio G.
We
No,
couldn't hear-
hold on,
You wanted to
stop.
get in here for such a long time. You're
My
here
main
and you're
thing-
instantly upset.
My main thing is I feel like the walls could have been a salmon
Or
or,
a cola.
Okay.
Yeah, we know.
Maybe like an off brown.
Off brown.
In a way.
What
Let's
about
keep the main
Chine?
thing the main thing.
I mean,
Wait.
look at the background behind Amir. It's sort of halfway. I don't want to get ahead of myself between a salmon or a cola.
Are you-
And his part of the frame looks very cherry.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's just one simple question you can answer. Oh,
That was a cold open.
Nice.
With the button of "Are you fucking kidding me?" It took us what?
perfect.
No.
5
Honestly,
minutes to.
stop recording.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry, I have to wait for the music. Okay.
I don't like
what
the energy.
headphones do you guys use in New York?
I don't know.
Anya, now's the perfect time for the first ever Anya's druthers.
That was the perfect
Okay.
time. 30 seconds into the episode.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
because she
Well,
said
'cause
she
she's
was
got
like,
something
"Where's
to
my
say."
camera?"
I'm
She
ready.
said, "Where's my camera?" She
Do I
has
have to
stuff
look
say.
into camera?
Look into this camera. Yeah.
Okay, here's what I have to say. Here's what I've learned over my first 2 years here at Headgum. You cannot design, this is too loud. You cannot design a studio by committee. Everybody has their fucking little opinions. There's not one thing that I've brought into either one of these studios that hasn't been remarked upon by either a coworker or one of our beautiful and talented hosts. I just got a text out of nowhere. He's adjusting the cameras. Should have done this earlier. I just got a text out of nowhere that apparently my friend, Nick Weiger of the Doughboys, just went on a rant in the other studio about the new timers I bought that I thought were really cute and easy to use. Here's what I have to say. If you can't come up with stuff to talk about on your podcast that isn't something that's directly in front of you, like you're playing fucking I Spy, you should not be in this business. You should
I shouldn't
find
be in
another
Studio
line of
G or
work.
Studio H.
What?
You shouldn't be in either studio most of the time. All this to say, if you have a problem with something in the studio, you can talk to me about it off air.
I
thought
did.
I was.
I will.
I've
did.
already done the headphones before. I didn't even know we were rolling.
Every night.
I feel like I incited this whole entire thing.
Let's get a Chine
Nothing.
green. And nobody gave
You're
me
not
that.
the
I'm getting
wall
lumped in
He's
with
saying
Jeff.
that the
I'm
headphones
We're saying the
on my hands and
headphones
knees.
don't feel
I'm on
good.
my
That's
hands and knees
unrelated
here
to the
every
design.
single
I like
day.
the headphones.
Every
I
single
like
day.
Studio
I am
G.
You're
taping
wearing
down
different headphones than I
wires.
am, by the way.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
nicer headphones
Wow.
than we
These
do.
are not nicer. These are nicer.
Really?
I
Yes.
love Studio G. I like it better than Studio H.
I
Which
don't want to hear that either.
what do you mean?
They're both nice. We worked
You didn't
really
set
hard
up
on
Studio
them.
H.
Yes, I did.
At the beginning?
When Geoff had a problem with the paint was the day we were painting. That's when
yeah.
he came to me with suggestions for other paint
Yeah,
colors.
he's like,
it
does
was
it have
too
to
late.
be charcoal?
I
And you're
had
like
a
rolling
sampler.
it.
Yes.
I had the card.
It
I had
looks
a
nice in
brinjal.
here. This
I
is
had
a nice
Chine
color.
green.
This
I
is
agree.
a nice color.
Yes, that's
this
a
is
nice color
This
because
is
that
nice.
looks like cola.
This is actually bad because we haven't finished designing it yet, but it will be nice.
What's
It-
And
different?
people will have a fucking
I
problem
love
with
the
it.
studio. I love every part of the studio. I just wish it was a Chine green. I just
So
wish it
not
was
every
a
part of the
cola.
studio.
Why do you want
When will
headphones
we
to be
stop
heavy?
playing this music? It's driving me insane.
Studio H is what it is. We had the space to work with that we had. We maximized it, right? The colors weren't quite there. The content followed suit.
This is
And now we
fucking
have
crazy.
Studio G, in which we have Jake Johnson recording, right? We're here to help podcast.
He records in Studio
He
H
records
as
them
well.
both.
Yeah.
Really?
Right. I think it's more about the amount of people that it
yeah.
is the,
Caliber of guests.
we don't think one is better than the other. That's just
It's
you.
the quantity of guests, not
it's
the quality
quantum
of
leap
hosts.
between Studio H and G.
Similar to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. I feel like I have some ground rules for this episode.
Okay.
And I feel like if I had started with those, we
Mhm.
wouldn't have gotten into this negative feedback loop, this Ouroboros of poison that we've
Right.
entered into.
This episode would be different from all the others.
If we say these ground rules.
Go ahead.
Right.
Number one is overlapping dialogue.
We did that a lot.
Right.
Obviously, we've adhered to that.
Yeah.
Number two is let's not delve too much into the past. Right?
Interesting. For example, the studio's already been built. There's nothing we can do.
Like,
Right.
well, that's a great example as well. And
Let's
I think
not
that
delve too much into the. I don't know how you've been talking about the colors of the studios for
well,
weeks.
Something
the
was
colors
decided
endure.
months
The
ago.
colors are in the present because they're right here.
Yeah, and they're not salmon.
Yeah,
and
but I
they're
mean,
not
it's been
cola.
asked
I,
and
you know, we might
answered.
need to rule out salmon.
Has he been
We
talking
might
about
need to
that
roll
already?
out cola.
Yeah, for sure.
That's so annoying.
I agree that we should not dwell on the studios of yore, the studios of now.
Yeah.
I also think, you guys have like the Jake
What's
and Amir-
ground rule 3?
This is ground rule 2.
Okay. I know. I know.
We haven't gotten quite
Yeah.
through ground rule 2. We have the Jake and Amir watch Jake and Amir. I know that that's great, but that's your guys' Patreon, right? This is the Headgum podcast. So let's
Weird
not
plug.
dwell on the past.
Yeah.
We're not
Let's
talking about
move
it.
forward
I paid him to mention that.
instead of dwelling so much. Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
good plug.
Okay.
Let's
3.
create new stuff.
By the way, I got that. You didn't need to hammer it home to that extent.
past home, not just home.
Yeah.
No.
Back to the dugout, basically.
For sure.
Number 3 is if possible. I thought we were in Studio H, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If possible, let's move into Studio G. So we're already
here.
nailing ground rule number 3, which is to record in
rule.
Studio G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Here we go. This one we didn't do great on.
Uh-huh.
Number 4 was if Anya has gripes with me, sprinkle them in throughout the episode.
No, I got
not
them all
just
out of the way.
berate me all at once.
Okay. That's hard.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
too late.
I think it's what we did is arguably better.
5.
I have a suggestion. Cut
5.
up what I said and kind
Yeah.
of sprinkle it in throughout the episode.
That's good. Maybe we could even make them soundboard buttons.
Honestly, Jake being here is more of like an exciting moment and a momentous occasion than a different studio. Like Jake hasn't done this show in 6 months.
And I would agree with you because he hasn't
Right.
done the show in a bit.
Since your wedding.
We've
that was
never
last time.
done the show here.
yeah.
He's been on the show before. We've never done it in Studio G.
But this doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect the show.
What is this?
You
You
could
know how
have done
much
this
blood,
show.
sweat, and sweat equity,
Blood equity.
blood equity that Anya put into this shit.
And cola paint.
At a certain point, it doesn't matter what paint's on the wall. She worked her fucking ass off for this shit. Let
Don't-
alone Casey.
I don't think it's funny to do it as a bit.
You can't make fun of her or give her praise
He's
as a
not
bit.
giving me praise.
He is.
He's not.
I
was
do
fake.
mean this.
It was fake and faint.
It was not faint.
It was praise. Whether he was being sarcastic or not is a dealer's choice.
The praise
but
is
it was,
real.
Yeah.
I think the studio's amazing. I have a note, which is cola, but that doesn't mean the studio's not great. I've been begging them to let me in.
We get
Studio G.
enough feedback, I think, in the YouTube comments that you're good. It's covered.
What are the
About the
YouTube
paint?
comments?
Just
like?
in general, people
Chine
love to say
green,
like,
let it
"Oh,
be
you
good."
guys should have edited this a little bit fast." I'm an editor. I know. If you guys want
Yeah.
to hear it from someone I've been in the industry for a long time.
Sweet. Yeah. So if you have anything to say about the editing or the style of the studio,
Yeah,
sound off
definitely.
in the comments
I
below.
want to hear it.
Well, it's hard because I'm
Yeah.
going to edit this, right? So it's like
Right.
I don't really know if I want the.
If you have
feedback
anything
on
to
that.
say about Geoff, sound off in the comments.
I don't know about that because I feel like they already sound off, and that's without permission.
Yeah.
To have walls of charcoal is something that has always brought me a smile to see.
Not really. You hated charcoal.
I think the lighting is there compared to Studio H. I don't have to color correct as much. Casey Donahue texted me. He said,
And I quote.
he said, the lighting in Studio H is also good. He was lying to not only me, but also himself, because I think that the viewers at home would agree and have thus on last week's episode of this show, Dregments, that people pop off of the charcoal. People's skin tones are truer to their real nature the studio setup is spacious. Sort of this side
You said
quest.
these walls are charcoal, which you like.
I said the walls are hallowed.
I think I had bad memories in
charcoal?
the other studio.
Bad
Why is-
memories.
Jeff
Okay.
would panic, run in,
No.
sweaty. with a
You're
cold
not
brew.
supposed to say it. They're supposed to argue for Studio H.
She asked me a question.
Well, you said the color of the walls, which are similar in Studio H, are better here, but they're both charcoal, right? I thought you said you liked a cola or a
I thought
salmon.
your whole thing is you love cola.
I feel like I don't mean to trace it all back to this, but it's the fact that the walls are not
Oh my
cola,
god.
salmon, that I've been off my game the past few weeks. Diet C. All right, Joel versus Anya.
That's really rough.
That's
And Anya
tough.
saved the day before we started recording. it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
Anya
Can I
set
just
up
say-
this
I
whole-
think this is Anya's month.
I might have
Yeah.
to put up a fight for Joel, just in terms of what, honestly, if he had done this, I would have called Jola. If Joel was in charge of the studio, he would have painted the walls an off rust, aka Cola, aka Jola done off. We're going with Anya.
We're going with Anya.
Anya 0. You said I had periodontic rosacea.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
something
a
that could be
redness around the
quickly
mouth.
cleared with intense pulse light therapy with a Chine green.
With a cola.
Anya versus Sage. What do you guys think?
I don't know. Both help me a lot, so it's hard for me.
Sage helps me a lot. Anya helps me a lot. I will say that Sage is really quick with her social clips turnarounds. Anya didn't quite consider Chine green. She didn't quite even sample a cola. She kind of just went straight for charcoal. Didn't even sample more than one charcoal, by the way. Just bought the paint. That's crazy. Let's go,
Is
Sage.
it?
That's great.
That's so-
That's crazy.
3 more.
Next category is Joy Had. All right. Top score is Carnival, Mardi Gras, Diwali. All of these pale in comparison to the glee this show has brought to all. Despite
Joy
the walls of the LA studios
was
being
dumb.
sort of a charcoal and not something choicer like a Chine green or a cola, the show has imbued a sense of elation that has brought people together, not separated them like other shows. See segments. Oh,
Unbelievable.
damn.
All right, and this one's for Cash. Name a brown.
Cola.
Who?
Encyclopedia.
Nice.
I said cola isn't the color you wanted to paint the studio.
That's really good.
I would say my green of the moment is the shade of the New York studio. I think that, I don't know who threw that together, but I think it's a really nice bluish hunter, which we could have taken a little bit of inspiration from that when we were like outfitting Studio G. We could have been more of like a Chine green. It could have been more like a cola or even a China Casey red, which
I
is
feel
like the
your green of every moment is envy because you don't get to decide any of these things.
Oh my
God.
Weird.
I have a bone to pick with Casey Donahue, also known as China. I feel like Casey has the shyest touch with studios. I feel like Studio
Shidas touch is
H,
pretty good.
That is
he
quite good.
soured, and so, they all turned to charcoal. This one, paint is good, audio tech never works. Is that fair to say? Right. So
We'll
I
grab
don't know
some
why it's all
martinis
about how I
and some
forgot to
oysters.
record the video for the first 20 minutes, right?
Should I start over? Should we do the green bit again?
Green bit. If you want to hold up your green snacks, you have a green juice, you have a green LaCroix, you have pistachios.
But which camera? All of them are pointed at Casey.
No.
None of them are pointed out.
One of them is on you and Casey, and then the other one is
A one shot.
what we needed to talk about once Anya got here.
Is it
The
pointed at the
curtain?
curtain?
For years, I've been saying that this studio would have been maybe more beautiful, more conducive to the video if it was a cola, if it was a
Yeah.
Chine green.
Yeah.
Everyone, spearheaded by Anya, would say, no, it's fine as is. Charcoal works for camera. Like people's skin tone pops or whatever. That's cola. That's cola.
And your
Brown.
snacks are Chine green. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
It's finally
It's
happening.
working.
It doesn't work. It's brown on charcoal. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, so what you're saying is
What are
cola is
we
a bad
doing?
color and we shouldn't have done it.
No, it all would have worked if it was cola. I mean, the fucking beige sound things, right? The wood backdrop, and now the brown curtain.
So you think it should have been brown, beige, and more brown?
The brown curtain is also what Marty was calling it when Johnny and I both worked at Headgum at the same time.
Oh no.
That's really funny.
This
the brown
whole
curtain
thing-
it clashes, dude.
Exactly.
This would have been way funnier if the cameras still
We're
weren't
off. I know.
recording.
I almost
Thank
wish I
God,
never
by the way.
asked.
Thank God. It just, it's fine. I get that it's
This
fine.
was a placeholder curtain.
What's it eventually going to be?
Ideally, we're gonna have like
The curtains are not in frame, are they?
they're not usually in frame, not unless you set the cameras
Yeah,
up
unless
like
you
this.
point instead of a wide shot of everyone sitting on the set. It's a
You have a
camera
close-up of
that's
us.
Right, but the
they
first
just
20 minutes
pointed
weren't even
directly
recorded.
at the curtain. Yeah.
We're gonna have like blinds, kind of, which will be nicer.
Okay, so I can kind
This
of
is
look
kinda
out them
working.
like a private eye?
This is a work in progress studio, but we're not taking feedback from you or the listeners.
The studios are a living organism.
That's right.
Mm.
Good call.
How do you
that are
figure-
constantly changing and evolving.
Isn't that
And
the
it's
problem,
only
though?
up to
Isn't that the problem? Because the
Anya
last
and
time I was in
me
New York,
what
the
the-
last
what the
episode we
choices
recorded
are.
in New York, nothing worked tech-wise, and we had to start 50 minutes late.
I wasn't there. I think I already flew back
It's
here.
what you did.
Can I
though.
say something,
you
though?
flew in and you
That is not true.
fucked it all.
Everything works in this studio, and you still fuck it up. So what does it matter?
Oh,
Get his ass.
My God.
But I remember thinking then, I suppose druthers have to be about cars. But then I got to have my druthers, which was about the paint color of the walls. Or no, it wasn't about that, actually. It was about everyone giving me feedback about the studio redecoration that I didn't ask for.
Yeah. So how does that work when you decide to redecorate the studio? Is it like, I think this is wrong and I'm going to do it, or you get feedback?
I
and
think
you're
this
like,
is
"Okay, let me
wrong,
attack
and
it."
I'm going to do it. I
Yeah.
certainly don't think that.
But
oh,
how do
you mean
you-
everything else? It was wrong?
Yeah, or how do you make adjustments to the studio? Is it all inside your head, or are you getting feedback from other people?
Well, we have like a team. Casey and I are a team.
Anya and I talk about it.
So is there anything
We bring
right
in
now?
Allie and Marika.
Oh, interesting.
Katie,
Katie.
perhaps.
Yeah. And then is there anything that you think is next in terms of the studio as it is right now? I don't have a design eye, so I'm not alluding to anything.
I have like a long wish list of things, and it's like, we try to save up studio money for like things we have to we need to replace
Tech
these
stuff.
lights and stuff. But then we have like our little. Every once in a while, we go, okay, let's make some fun additions to the studio. Let's get some new props. Let's get some new lamps, something
and is
like
it just
that.
to refresh for the fun of it, or is it like stuff that you think could be better?
There is a long list of things I think could be better. And here's the thing, I don't need anyone's feedback on that.
Interesting.
Well, that's not true. I would be open to hearing from people. No, that's not true. I take it back. I don't want to hear anything. It's not that I'm not open to other people's opinions. I just don't think what I learned actually in redesigning these studios with Casey was that you can't design by committee. I think I said this.
Because everybody has
Everybody
a
has an
different
opinion, yeah.
So it's like these are 10 different opinions. Honestly, what I do sometimes is ask the person who's most likely to complain. Because then
Geoff.
it's like that person is involved, and now it's like, okay, I've eliminated that person's complaint.
And here's the thing. I would have talked to Geoff about it if he was being sincere and if it wasn't the day that we were painting. Like the paint was here, the painters were here, the furniture was moved out. We were painting, and he
Yeah.
was like, I don't know about this color. And I
The
said,
charcoal.
the train's already left the station. Like, we're
Yeah.
doing this.
But when would you
Holy
paint
shit.
something beige?
Yeah. Probably. I wish Anya was on because I feel like she'd be like, ooh, beige? That's the perfect
my
color to
God.
paint a studio.
Everything in your
Relax.
frame is beige, Geoff. Your
Yeah.
cup, your skin, your fucking sweatshirt, the
Your
font,
fart-
the
your fart
background,
sweater.
your
Come on.
coffee, probably.
I thought this
You're a
was more of a
beige
grayish. Sort of a
Pinot
mauve.
Grigio.
Pinot Grigio.
And thusly I must conclude. The walls behind thine eyes are beauty. They are great.
Anyways, I was wanting to give you a huge compliment because the way you did Tobias.
That's not what we're here for. I don't even want to hear it. Stop talking.
I know,
Stop talking.
no. But your detachment of the
afterwards.
character.
Have some fake grapes. Do you want some fake grapes?
I don't want any fake grapes.
Why are there fake grapes here?
What
is that for?
Set design.
But can you even see them? They're like nestled under a.
We can't see him actually in this frame. We cannot see him because it's a nice two-shot.
Well, I will say
Right.
that
So why do you even? You got something to be set dressing that no one is ever going to see.
On a wider shot.
Oh, okay. For those of you watching this and not listening, there's a plate of plastic. And the 4 colors we got: light green, dark green, purple, dark purple, and light purple, and they're all on top of each other. And
there's a color scheme going on in the room.
That is true. You're right.
Of a fuchsia, a green.
Well, it's grape. It's clearly inspired by grapes.
It's grapes, neon grapes.
Yeah.
If you can't come up with stuff to talk about on your podcast that isn't something that's directly in front of you, like you're playing fucking I Spy, you should not be in this business.
Why are there fake grapes here?